friend Barbara, who has been rescuing dogs. She's a German woman, and she's been here in Malaysia for a long time. For the last 10 years, they've been rescuing dogs, and now her shelter, which is in the little town of Teluk, Bahang, has about 600 dogs. And over the years, I volunteered, and I was trying to figure out what to do because cats keep coming to me. And I was living on Langkawi. By the time I left Langkawi, after 2.5 years, I had 8 cats on the ferry. Wow. And I brought them over. So Barbara needed help. So I answered the phone for a long time, and there would be calls mostly about dogs, but sometimes it'd be about cats. And what are we going to do to save the cats? And what she was doing was going down to the beach. And the fishing community in Teluk Bahang is very kind to cats. It's a whole Malay and Hokkien Chinese and Tamil and goodness knows what else community that really, for the most part, are very kind to animals. And it's kind of an animal sanctuary area because we've got the national park, and we got lots of monkeys going through town, and we got the Escape Adventure Park, and we've got the Antopia, so you'll see butterflies flying through town from the butterfly. We've got Tropical Spice Garden. So it's a lot about nature, and of course the CMAX, the USM Marine Mammal Research Center is there. This little tiny community is about animals. We started another program that I want to tell you about called Paw Rents. Are you a paw rent?
Paw parent?
A paw parent, yes, exactly. A sponsor. And if you fall in love with a cat at Cat Beach, you can go to, it's actually a creative artist's website software called Patreon. Patreon. Patreon.com. Cat Beach. And it comes in tiers. So we have a $5 tier and a $10 tier, I think, and a $25 tier, which is about 100 ringgit a month, which is what it costs for one cat at Cat Beach. One thing I want you to know is it's not cheap to do what we're doing. To give a cat proper care for one single cat in your home is not too bad, right? Maybe 90 to 100 ringgit a month. People can handle that, yeah? But now I multiply by 300, and you can see that it gets very expensive. We want to give them the very best care we can. Right now, we're not capable of doing that. But we're expanding our capacity every day, and thanks to social media. Every cat needs only 5 things. They're simple to take care of. The cats need to eat. So we are trying to get them the best food we can. Tesco kibble, that you'll see it over there, it doesn't have dye in it. The dye is just for the customers.
Yeah.
It makes them sick. We had some special stuff made for us, beautiful with dye and so pretty to look at. So we give them the plain kibble, and then we put a lot of vitamins and supplements and things in it. We'll also do a lot with frozen chicken. We do a lot of boiled chicken for cats, and they love it, and that's really healthy. And it also helps with keeping their systems going correct. So cats need to eat, and they also need to drink, because cats are known not to drink enough. So that's why wet food is important. If you have a cat at home, be sure that at least once a day it's getting some wet food, because that's the water contact. So they won't drink enough. So eating, of course sleeping. They want a place to sleep, and cats are usually hot. They want to be up. They don't necessarily want to be on the ground unless they feel safe. That is a very primal instinct. They're subject to predators. Cats sleep 11 to 15 hours a day. So at any point somebody could creep up on them and hurt them, and so they want to be up where they're going to be safe. So if you can, give them a place in your home. Give them their own bed. Give them something they can sleep on. So to eat, to sleep. They want they need a toilet. Everybody needs a toilet. And so you want to have at least one poop tray per cat in your home if you have a multi-cat household. So eat, sleep, toilet, and of course that's one of the reasons that Cat Beaches works, is that Cat Beach is on the beach, which means we have the largest toilet in the world.
Yes.
And we do a lot to maintain that. There are two more things. You got 5 fingers on your hand. They need to hunt, or with the pet animals, the ones that we want to be socialized to humans, they need to play. So the more toys you can make for cats, the more time you can spend playing with them, they are very grateful for it. Things like, you'll see over here the cardboard box with holes in it. You don't have to spend any money whatsoever. Just cut a hole in a cardboard box and let a cat go in. Another thing that the cats really need is a cardboard. They need one just on the floor to scratch. And apparently they have some kind of cover on their fingernails that they have to rub it off or it's itchy. So, and then of course they say, well, you're sharpening your claws, but they're not really. They're shortening their claws. And they're making them manageable so that they don't grow too long. So give your cats a cardboard and let them play and let them hunt. The last thing, and I think this is in many ways the most important, and what we have to give is they need love. And one thing that we see a lot of at Cat Beach is that they will be very close to other cats. They'll have a buddy or a best friend, or little guys following around his mom all the time. They want to be with other cats, and I think then they include us as cats as well.